Hello, I'm Sherri Thompson of Luna Meraki Studio, and today's Inspiration Zone video is for the Succulent Surprise Box. Today we're going to be making this cute little potted pendant and earring set. Here are some supplies you're going to need. You'll need to start with a conditioned sheet of your desired colored clay and your triangulation texture sheet. Give it a spritz with water and imprint the texture sheet with an acrylic block. Trim the textured sheet if desired. Choose your desired cutter shapes and cut out the cactus. Cut 2 for the earrings and 1 side of the pendant. Carefully peel up the textured sheet and flip it over and cut the reverse side of the pendant. Now you can do the same thing with a double thick sheet of clay with texture on both sides and then just cut once, but I didn't want to squish my texture. Clean up the edges as necessary. Use a needle tool or knitting needle to smooth out the edges. Carefully lift up one side of the pendant and put them together texture side out. Carefully squish the edges together and smooth them out with a needle tool. Add some texture with a knitting needle or a ball tool, whatever you like. And then go ahead and grab your mica powder and add some to each side of the pendant and the earrings. Don't forget about the sides. Be sure to add some mica powder to the backs of your earrings as well. Now we're going to need to make our rocks for our pot. I used a mixture of black and burnt umber and gray granite, and then just a mixture of clay that I had left over. And just chop up a small amount. This is way more than you need, but I did some so I had some for next time. And just keep chopping, kind of spread it out as you chop it so you don't get clumps. Now you're going to need your aluminum foil, and you're going to make a ball that fits inside of your pot. And you're going to measure out where you need to put your pieces. You can make a little indent so it has a guide for your X-Acto knife. And then just carefully cut a slit. Use a popsicle stick to open up the area a little bit and check it with your piece to make sure it fits. And then repeat the same steps for the earring point. Now you can decide to do this without the earrings and just have the pendant, or however you want to do it. Now carefully remove the pieces, and then you're going to need to glue it down. I just used some liquid Fimo on the foil and around on the inside of the pot. And I use a little bit of scrap clay just pushed in the bottom to give it a little bit of an anchor. And then put your foil back inside, push it down. And then use a little bit of liquid clay, this is liquid Fimo, around on the top to attach your rocks. And then I put the popsicle sticks inside to help keep the space so nothing falls into the holes. The little sticks are actually eyebrow waxing sticks, so you can break a popsicle stick in half. I just happen to have these and they fit in there fine, so use whatever you have on hand. And then carefully put the rocks on top. You might need to add a little bit of liquid clay to the rocks itself to help it stick more. I did have to glue a few on after curing. Now you're going to need to drill holes after your pieces have cured at the manufacturer's temperature for roughly 45 minutes. So just use a pin vise and drill your holes to hang your pieces. Open your jump rings. You can do this any style you want. I just had this necklace ready to go from another project, so I used this style. And you can embellish the cactus more, add paints, add different color, add some pastels. Add your earring hooks. And now that your pot is done curing and cooled, it's time to put it together. Look at how cute that came. Now, another option to jazz up your pot a little bit would be to use some color fuse enamels on the outside. So once everything's all cured and all your pieces are in place, cover the outside with some liquid clay. And you're going to carefully add your color fuse enamels. I highly recommend doing this over a little tray, as you can easily dump it back into the little jar. And when you have your color fuse all applied, cure again at 275 for about 20 minutes. And there you have it. I hope you found this project fun, and I hope it inspires you to make something great. Thank you for watching. Happy creating.